when the Niners win, they run the ball about 40 times and throw the ball about 20. It's a 2-to-1 ratio. This game, 35 passes, 2 sacks. That's 37 dropbacks, 21 runs. That's the wrong ratio. That's about 2-to-1 the other way. It's a game that they were winning. They were up 10-0. They were controlling the game most of the way. How did this happen? How does this always happen?
That goes with the coaching, and of course the coach is going to say, we go in with a game plan that we're going to run the ball 30 plus times. The game shakes out and it doesn't work that way, so we alter it, we adapt. How do you adapt when you're leading 10-0? Why do you change the formula? You don't need 5 to 15 yards. See, that's the thing. I feel like if Shanahan doesn't get a few explosive runs of 15 plus yards, he thinks the game isn't working.
Yep.
So he goes away from it. I'm telling you, 3 yards. When you have, this is where Jimmy Garoppolo is good. The Niners technically need 3 yards per play for the rest of their life, and they will always win. That's all they need, because it will bring up 4th and 1, and they will get it. Now, that's a worst case scenario.
That's true. They have the best quarterback sneaker in the world of all time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, he's the best.
One of one.
The thing is, the point is that the Niners are not always going to restrict themselves to 3 yards when you have Deebo Samuel and George Kittle and Brandon Ayuk. The point is, it's like Jeff Wilson was trying to take the lion's share, to take the load with his 3 and 4 yard runs. That's a success on 1st down for the 49ers, because you eventually hand it off to Deebo anyway. And
you don't throw an interception. I'm just saying, if you drop back Jimmy Garoppolo 37 times, you have a pretty good idea of what's going to happen.
Yeah, let's not forget, he actually did get strip sacked as well. And it was George Kittle who had the presence of mind to attack the ball.
And Kyle's so obsessed with offensive efficiency. Like, he outgained the Titans by a lot. I think the Niners averaged 6+ yards per play. And the Titans
in any phase of the game, not a single phase.
No, but what the Titans did, and we'll talk about this again later, is they didn't beat themselves. When the Niners put themselves in this position where the ratio was 2-to-1 pass to run, they beat themselves consistently most of the time. It's like, you didn't have to beat yourself. This was a game where you could have won 20-17, grinding it out in the ground, averaging 3.5 yards a carry, and just playing a really ugly game. But Kyle hates that. He would rather average 6 yards per play and go down with the inevitable turnovers and just blame execution than just call a safety first game and win an ugly way that, like Mike Vrabel did. Because that's exactly what the Titans did. They're like, oh, we suck on offense? Oh, well, we'll make a few plays and we won't beat ourselves. That's what they did.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, they attacked the 49ers where they are the weakest, and that's in their secondary, their inability to cover A.J. Brown. But that's not just the defensive backs' point. And I actually want to point out the defense. I've seen a lot of criticism for Ambry Thomas and Josh Norman and the lack of coverage and things like that. They played a hellish game where their quarterback betrayed them at every possible clutch moment and only gave up 20 points.
That's a good point.